What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jab Queen Boxing, and we are back again. So, in this video, we are going to discuss Shakur's interview he had with the Breakfast Club recently. And I'm not sure if you guys saw it, so if not, I'll leave a link in the description. But obviously, he's up there promoting his upcoming fight with Zepeda and, discuss past fights, people that he wanted to fight who are ducking him. And of course, the first person, he said he wanted to fight. When asked, he said Tank. He claims it's the biggest fight in boxing. And shout out to Just Hilarious because she actually said what I was thinking. Why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? But Shakur, let's just be clear. Remember this?
Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Javante Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man.
Well, Tank must have saw it. And he called your bluff because all of a sudden your energy changed. Remember this?
Shakur, yeah, obviously there was some reports earlier this week. Yourself and Mr. Tank Davis had been in talks. I mean, I saw yourself and Tank come out and deny that completely. What can you tell me on that front? Have there been any conversations between your team, his team?
Yeah. Only thing that I heard was they was trying to I guess they wanted to make the fight, and we just told them to send an offer. We ain't hit nothing back yet, but like I said, that fight is gonna happen. I'm not gonna act like okay. I'm not gonna act like the fight is not gonna happen. Me and him is the best.
See, for me, Shakur, it's just the inconsistencies, right? I mean, I get it. You have to latch yourself on to a star in order to stay relevant or whatever the case may be. It's just a little confusing to the fans. And I'll be honest with you. When you take a quote unquote page out of Bud's book, where it's the biggest fight in boxing, but then you try to shit on him as an opponent or his previous opponents, why on earth would I even want to see that fight? Have you thought about that? Because, say for instance, right, when you said this,
Because does Tank have a great resume when you look at it like that?
I think his resume is solid. I think it's just kind of downplayed just because he kind of weight drained a lot of people. So he ain't really fight guys at his best. And when he kind of fought the people that was comfortable at the weight class, he kind of struggled, like Pitbull and Lamont Roach. So.
what kind of backhanded ass compliment was that? Huh? And so now we're admitting that Lamont Roach is comfortable at 135. So you sure he's not dragging him up from 130? Because that's what was previously stated. I just find a lot of what you say hard to believe, Shakur. And then, he did express that he thought it was politics, that the reason that some of the fights weren't getting made. But he did say it was on Tank to make the fight. And then, in typical Shakur fashion, he went on to be a little delirious, in my opinion. Um, you know, just saying things that just simply aren't true. Take a listen.
This card, they got me the co-main event under Edgar. And Edgar, my homie. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him, but I'm the biggest star on the card. Yeah. I'm the guy that's like people want to see. I'm in the biggest fight. I got the best resume. Like I ain't even gonna say resume because they try to trash it, but I'm the most accomplished too. So
Now, the boy got the right to feel however he wants to feel about himself. But last time I checked, David Morrell was going to be on that card, and that boy is a straight up dog. I mean, but then, them being the Breakfast Club, they started asking some questions. Of course, they asked about Tank and Jake Paul fight and something else. But what I really found funny was this.
For him to be hanging out with Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward, there's absolutely no way that he's fighting the way he's fighting.
I mean, no lies detected, baby. I mean, the interview goes on for quite some time, and I think I'm going to do a couple of more shorts, just about a couple of points I want to horn in on. But I do want to say that watching Shakur do this interview, I really do feel like he definitely is a boxer that thinks very highly of himself. I will say his confidence level is extremely high. Now, I still haven't figured out why, given the performances that he has, would he then be talking about anybody else? You know what I'm saying? So, I do feel like he's somewhat a boxer that throws his hands, throws rocks and hides his hands. And he also appears to be very envious to me. He gives off that very envious demeanor in a lot of ways. Um, like I said previously in my short, throwing little jabs at Devin about his performance. Shakur, the best performance I saw you with as of recent, I would have to say would be Jamel Herring. Anything outside of that, I wasn't impressed. Like I said, once you got to 130, I started becoming less and less interested in your fights. And I understand, like you said, this is the boxing business and you're very defensive. But then I also heard you say you can be offensive, and you mentioned the very fight that I just did, which further lets me know that that's the only one fight you can go to because you didn't give another example of you wrecking shop with anybody else. So, like I said, I will be watching this fight that you have upcoming with Zepeda, and I believe that this fight is to take place on July 12th in New York. Um, and it's going to be on the undercard of Edgar Berlanga and Hamed Sherez. Like I said, also on this card is Alberto Puello versus Subriel Matias and David Morrell versus Iman Katav. So I do believe they had their first face-off already, or maybe that was just a clip of them standing face-to-face that I saw. But either way, I'm going to take a look at it, and if it's anything to report, then I'll let you guys know. But overall, Shakur just being Shakur, I really think he's a very lost individual. But we will see what happens in his next fight with Zepeda. That's why he really shouldn't have had too much to say about Devin, especially since you have a fight coming up. And Zepeda is known to be very in your face, come forward, punches and bunches type of guy. So we'll see how he fares with that kind of style. Um, Other than that, guys, you know what to do. Catch me on a panel.